My name is Gasia Mikaelian, and I'm a reporter at KTVU Fox 2 News in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am happy to welcome to this discussion chocolatier and owner of Kohler Chocolates, Chris Kohler. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having me today, Gasia. It's nice to be here and talk to you this morning.
I'm sure that you feel at home there in your chocolate shop. Tell me what you have built Kohler Chocolates into.
I do feel at home here. Kohler Chocolates will be 9 years old this June, and what we've built here is a chocolate shop where you can actually see the chocolatiers making chocolate, smell the chocolate, see them chopping, emulsifying things, and causing that experience. So you're not just buying something off the shelf, you're actually getting an experience at the end of the day. And it's been doing well for us. And we have an online store, and we have corporate accounts, and you can customize things, but it's grown over the years in itself, and looking to move forward through these tough times right now.
I know that, it's a bright sunny weekend where you are there in the Northern California wine country. I'm assuming, mid-morning, sunshine outside. Normally your shop would be full of customers. It looks very empty. Tell me what's happened to your business in the recent weeks.
Well, gosh, yes. In the recent weeks, it's been really rough. And Friday before Easter, it should be packed right now. It's a big lead up. It's our second biggest holiday. But towards the end of last month, I froze up everything. Unfortunately, I had to let all my team go, which I miss greatly right now. I miss seeing all their faces and interacting, and froze everything. And, we keep the online store going and some curbside pickup here. But we had to pull the emergency brakes in these last 3 weeks and try to figure out what our next move is going to be. We filed all the paperwork with the SBAs, with the PPP, the EDIL, and done all of our homework. It's a mountain of stuff to do. But we're waiting to hear back from all the powers that be and get the government assistance that we've requested, and try to get the traction going back here.
So a few weeks in, have you received, a drop or a dollar of any assistance money, either locally, state, or from the federal government?
We have not. We're still in that waiting cycle. It looks like we got all of our confirmation numbers, but we're still we're still waiting to hear the next steps from the local government assistance programs.
We've heard from a lot of people, and we've told a lot of stories of people who've lost their jobs and how that can be devastating to the person who lost the job, to the family who depends on that paycheck. Can you talk to me a little bit about what it feels like for you as a business owner, a business founder, someone who had to make that difficult decision to close down your business?
It's, I cherish every one of my employees that I work with. They've been with me for a long time, and it's the most difficult decision to make. And there's really no choice. You don't have a choice. And for the livelihood and to look forward to the future of this company, we had to make those rough decisions. I mean, I came to tears the day I had to get away from my team and talk to everyone. And I gave the individual phone calls and sent emails and guided them to the unemployment. Hey, file this paperwork, get this going. But it's been difficult, and we still communicate once a week, send an email off to everyone. How you doing? What's going on? I hope we're getting outside on our own and taking care of our health in this time. But it's tough, but we're going to make it through.
It's interesting because as I think about you, if you sold hairbrushes, right, you could just close the boxes, put them in the garage, and wait to restart, Kohler hairbrushes in 6 months. You have a uniquely, perishable product that cannot just sit on the shelf.
Exactly. And so, filling out the paperwork for PPP to get them back on the payroll and get the signs from the government to, hey, let's get back to work. I can't wait for it, but it is a highly perishable product, and production froze. It's not like I can keep up with 50 plus items here on my own. So I'm making it limited production items that I can keep up on and still keep that quality and keep, what the Kohler brand's all about. And those little bits of happiness that we can keep up on and get them out to people is the most important thing right now. We like to see, we've been seeing some great things in the community and just random people. I've been filling out all the gift cards that people are sending all over the country, and it's so sweet to see the love that everyone's sending to each other. And like, hey, here's a little something. I know you're here in Chicago. Here's something. I know you're down in Florida. And seeing all the love is great. One of our neighbors, and I've seen it from several people, they'll buy a lot of chocolate and put it in their neighbor's mailbox unexpectedly. And I never would expect something like that. Yeah. So it's a lot of unexpected, joyful happiness moments that are happening in a difficult time. So
yeah, you really do have to focus on those instead of the larger picture of, I had to close my business. I had people who were depending on me. Now I don't know if even I'll survive. We'll talk about the Kohler chocolate care packages in a minute. But first, I want to ask you, if you had the ear of your mayor, your county supervisor, your governor, or the president, what kind of help do you want most right now?
You know, financial help as fast as we can. And I've been working closely with Mayor John Dunbar here in Yountville. We're on Facebook Communicator all the time. He's keeping our community informed daily with live feeds. But it's, it's sad to say, but it is money, some money and some, there's so much information of numbers and scales and what's going on and when it's going to decline. It's overload, but it's, at the moment, it would be love to get the green light to get my employees back, a little bit of working capital, get the payroll protection program funds in, and keep on making chocolate. Our fans have been great over these last few weeks, reaching out. Hey, are you okay? How's it going? How can I get chocolate? So yeah, I hate to say it, but joy and happiness is great, but we need some money.
Yeah, good old-fashioned cash works best. It's interesting because I imagine that people who don't live there in the San Francisco Bay Area, they might still know you and know your chocolates because, let's say, they honeymooned in Napa County, or their parents retired to Napa County. So I imagine you have fans of Kohler chocolates around the state, around the country, around the world. Are you hearing from those people who may be thousands of miles away but still thinking of you and your chocolate?
We are. We hear from them almost on a daily basis we see it through the social media, through Instagrams and the Facebook. We get the personal emails. Just recently this year, I did the CHOP program on the Food Network, and it gave the company some really good exposure. And those new fans who discovered us through a TV show like that, they're like, hey, and they put it in their emails. I saw you here. How's it going? What's going on? And, it's spurring us to come up with ideas where we can do a CHOP theme for our fans, a little challenge virtually that we're going to be releasing probably next week. But yeah, it's a big chain in the chocolate. I always say chocolate weaves the world. It goes all the way to the producers of our chocolate in other countries. They're having the effect of not being able to sell their chocolate to Valrhona. Valrhona's our big chocolate producer for Kohler chocolates. And so that domino effect is really a big chain. I'm sure we've heard through a lot of different industries. But we all feel it across, and we all can't wait to get back into a regular scheduled program of producing as much as we can.
So let's talk about what you are able to do and what your customers are able to get. I mentioned the Kohler Chocolates Care Package. How does that work?
So what we're going to do here is the Kohler Chocolates Care Package is you'll go online, you're going to buy a $50 gift card, and I'm going to pick out $50 worth of chocolate and donate it to the frontline medical workers. And so we have a few people lined up in our region. I'll make some deliveries, but at the end of the day, I work closely with a lot of chefs in San Francisco and Napa Valley, and there's some great organizations going on, and they're donating as much as they can to get food to the people who are working the 15-hour plus days and taking care of the hospitals and the care workers. And we think it's great that we can jump in as well and give that sweet, something chocolatey, something sweet, a burst of energy, something that's, we're all in this together. Yeah. And even all the chocolatiers from across the country and the world, we all communicate together. Our friends down in Los Angeles, our friends in Kansas City, our friends in Seattle and Georgia and New York, we all talk and we're all like, gosh, what are we going to do next? How are we going to make it through this? And it's a big collaboration of survival, it sounds like. And yeah, the small business is a tight-knit group throughout the country and the world. So it stinks that something like this really unites us, something so tragic. But at the end of the day, we all share the same ideas and the same passion to make chocolate and get a little something sweet to people.
I know that you had been hosting tastings and demos there in your shop in Yountville, in the months and years past. And it sounds like you've been able to get creative and you're going to find a way to still do demos and tastings even without people coming to your shop.
Yes. So we have some plans. We're going to be launching hopefully this weekend. Some more information. Check out all this on Instagram. But the way the program's going to work is we've noticed all the wineries are doing their tastings virtual. It's like, hey, this is a great idea. And we have a lot of winery partners that we work with over the years. And it will be a little miniature what we do for our chocolate demonstrations in real life. We're going to send you some chocolate. You're going to have that chocolate at home. I'm going to walk you through some tasting profiles, some wine tasting profiles with the wine makers or wine companies, and give you the experience in your living room or your kitchen table like you would get in real life. And we think it would be great. I know people are dying to find stuff to do and trying to keep busy. And, I think this will be a great addition to the new norm for now.
Yeah. I think about the fact that in my own work, a month ago, I would have said, there's no way I could work from home, right? I have to be in the newsroom. We have to be in the news studio. There's no way I could do it. I've been working from home for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Guess what? We got it done in our newsroom and newsrooms across the country. For you as a business owner, do you have to think about things a different way? And are you doing things now that maybe 2 months ago you would have said, oh, no way we could do that?
100%. We have to reinvent the chocolate systems, how we used to have them. I mean, like I said earlier, I'd love to keep up with all the products. It's almost impossible, but it's reaching out to our customers right now and keeping that line of communication there for them. Hey, we're still here. We're letting them know we're here. I mean, some fun virtual things that people can do at home, or, we have these little egg kits where we get some chocolate Easter eggs. You get a little brush. You get the colored cocoa butter. These are the things that we airbrush onto our chocolates, but we're making it so, hey, at home, you can make yourself a little egg for the holidays. And these will be some of the curbside things. But on top of that, just rethinking, I'm thinking about Q4 of this year, the first quarter of 2021. How are we going to be operating? We're in a very highly tourist area. We have hotels and wineries all around us. My gut tells me that the Bay Area is a great support. They come to the wine country all the time on the weekends. I have a good feeling they're going to be coming back when we can come back and support their favorite things. We have a new website in the middle of the works right now, and that's going to help with our little company for easier transactions and easier way to get chocolate to people, seamless user experiences.
There you go. I'm not a techie either. Is the website KohlerChocolates.com?
KohlerChocolates.com. We have one right now, but right when this started, the coronavirus, we had started a website, and we have some more time on our hands to get it done a little bit quicker, working with some great people. Yeah. But that's another channel. But it might be a little bit different after all this. We might have certain amount of items instead of what we've always had. It's what sells best. Right. Some people leave, some will go. We're going to keep our top products in people's faces. So I'm sure some more ideas will come in the next month or so of what to expect and what to do.
Yeah, it's really hard to imagine that business as a whole, whether you're a chocolatier or working in a newsroom, I don't think we're going to emerge from this unchanged. So maybe we can, try some things, learn some lessons, make us, sharper and better when we come out of it. Another business question. I know that you are there in the heart of wine country, in the San Francisco Bay Area. Your region has been through a couple years of pretty serious wildfires. And I know that, tourists were told to stay away. Tell me about how fighting this battle to save your business is different than what you may have experienced in recent years as it relates to the California wildfires.
That's when this first hit, I went into, I call it code red mode, and we don't see anybody. And our businesses are closed when these wildfires hit for a month at a time, even longer. Sales plummet. People think the whole Napa Valley is burnt to the ground and there's nothing around here anymore. But as soon as it hit, I was like, okay, I don't like using this phrase, but we've stared death in the eyes twice. with this little company and made it through these wildfires, and our customers always stayed with us. But this is a little different, and the support from the local and federal government is really important right now. And so we've been prepared for the wildfires after year one for the second year, and how to operate and how to get our sea legs back and keep positive and keep the chocolates getting to people. And we're seeing it again now times 10. So it's that same icky feeling of, oh gosh, here we go again. And who knows what's going to happen in the next month or two, but we're prepared to keep our chins up and plow through this the best we can, and come back with a vengeance of chocolate. You know, we're not going anywhere. We're just on pause for a little bit with limited products, but it's not going to crush our spirit at the end of the day. We're going to keep on making as much as I can until I get my team back and get it out there.
Yeah. So finally, Chris, let me ask you something fun. I thought I liked chocolate and I thought I knew chocolate until I had your chocolate. And you come up with, creations, both physical and taste-wise, that I don't think many people have seen or even heard of. If you could take this moment to sort of tell us what we might be missing if our chocolate experience today really hasn't gone beyond, Halloween candy and the occasional, nice chocolate bar from the grocery store.
Well, one of my favorite things and one of the most popular things right now is this, it's our popcorn bark. So it's a white chocolate with some corn powder, some buttery, salty popcorn, and we put a little Pop Rocks in it to play off popcorn a little bit. Everyone's at home, Netflix and chilling. We think this is a great product to have at the house. It's a little different. You're not going to find this at every chocolate shop for sure. It's something special for us. You're going to miss our anti-dental kits right now, but you can order them online. We have a little chocolate ganache inside this tube made with some fresh mint and a dark chocolate toothbrush. You spread it on here and you can act like you're brushing your teeth or giving yourself cavities, whatever you want. Another fun product is this strawberry chocolate. We call it Strawberry Fizz. Once again, I like to say Kohler chocolates is an experience, not just you eat something, you're along with your day. So the experience on this is it's fizzy, it's strawberry, screamed strawberry, and it's really, really fun. Kids love it, adults love it, parents, everyone loves this one. And so, our sunflower seed pralines, this is another special chocolate for us. We ground down the sunflower, there's a sun butter made, and it's just fun things that I love to make. And, it's sweet and savory kind of mixed together. It really resonates with people, especially here in this wine country in the small town of Yountville. It's food driven. We have Bouchon Bakery across the street. We have John Charles Wassett right down the road from us as well. Really fun people to be around. And all the small winery like Hill Family are just great to be a part of this little community. We're working together through this. So these are the things you're going to miss now, but I have limited products online, and please come and see us.
I would love to. I'll do it online until I can do it there to see you at your shop. Chris Kohler of Kohler Chocolates in Yountville, serving the San Francisco Bay Area and far beyond. I wish you a happy Easter weekend, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Good news hopefully ahead with your business when you can hang that open sign back up in the front.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. We'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. And if you'd like more information on Chris Kohler and Kohler Chocolates, you can find it at coronavirusnow.com.